you certainly tell a story with the film and acting.
What are some of your aspirations for the future with your career?
To get like a life changing role
What would be a life changing role for you?
to the point where I don't gotta go back to a 9 to 5. Like, are you saying like in specific what?
Can you picture who you would be with in this in a movie or show or shoot? Like what type of shoot, what type of movie, what type of show?
When I start acting with like, if it's like for what professional actors on set, like that's all they do for a living is act. To me, it doesn't matter like who isn't important, but as long as I'm like acting with other professional actors, that's all they do for a living. That's when I know like, okay, you making some noise.
Can you share like a behind the scenes for from a shoot video for to keep these viewers entertained? Like give them something to look forward to if they ever on set.
So what I look forward to on set, or like a story
For
from
the
like,
viewers.
okay,
Like because you so far we talked about how it's a long wait. You got take one, take two. We spend like hours just sitting down. So like give them like a little story of behind the scenes where it was like very exciting and
for me, I'm a food person. So
oh my goodness, food, boy.
catering.
Oh my
Once they're
goodness,
like, "Hey, Rashad, we're about to break for lunch. What do you want?" I'm like, "Oh, thank
nigga,
God." I'm like,
thank God,
and sometimes they have the food already there, and it can be like some of the most delicious meals, you know.
man.
So
I was on set. I apologize to cut you off, but I was on set for this movie, and I was so cool. I'm like, so I'm just gonna be here. It's like, yeah, we just want you to sit and eat popcorn.
wow,
There was other stuff, you know, but
uh huh,
I was just instead of munching up. I forgot I was on set.
yeah,
It is so natural. I forgot I was on set. I was just eating popcorn. I was eating whatever that was wrong. Nobody else wanted to eat. Like
yeah,
people didn't want to eat. I'm
yeah.
like, yo, you gonna eat that? No, all right, bro. Let me get my little carbs and protein and calories for the day. I was like, that was so fun, bro. I was on set eating and I got paid. I'm like,
That's what's up.
do you realize that we're getting paid to eat and you're refusing to eat? Fuck is wrong with you,
Yeah,
bro?
it's cool, and like the camaraderie with like you have with like your co-stars
Yeah.
or the director and the camera people and all the people behind the scenes, the camaraderie. If it's like a nice set, it can be cool. I've also worked with co-stars where they don't want to be your friend. They just there for the job and
Hey, bougie
go.
ass
That's what
niggas.
I'm
Fuck
saying,
wrong with you?
bro. It's like we got downtime. Like,
Fuck.
I can't say what's up. Can't exchange pleasantries. Like it's just sitting on set. But like, when I think of with this last film, like I think I made a couple of friends. So like it was cool. And I remember we were talking about food with I was on the show The Librarians. Have you heard of that show?
Yeah, I've heard so. I've never
Yes.
watched it though.
So
You on there?
I've never watched it, but I was on the show for
You
like
gotta
a
watch
couple
it.
episodes,
You
and
never
they
watch it.
they had a fish. I don't remember the fish, but it's a fish that I never had in my life, but it was so good.
Tilapia?
No, it was what kind of?
Does it have big eyes, big head?
No, no, I'm talking about like we ate like like
Little is it little fish or big fish?
it
Small
was like
fish?
white. It was like what?
Small white fish?
I think so.
If you talking about what I'm talking about, nigga, I got that in the fridge right now. It was what you talking about. I got that in the fridge, bro.
No, bro. This is
Yeah,
like what kind of fucking fish was it, bro?
because Africans we consume a lot of fish. We consume different
Okay.
type of fish, like the
Okay,
small
so you
fish, the
got that in
big
the fridge
fish,
right now.
the
Okay,
big
okay, I
fish,
see.
tilapia.
No, it
Uh,
wasn't tilapia. It wasn't just the normal fish that like you eat and find in the store. It was like a fish that I've like never had
was it
before.
fried or was it boiled?
It was like boiled.
Oh hell no.
You don't do the boiled
I
fish.
can't do boiled
You
fish.
gotta fry
I
it,
gotta fry it because I want to eat the bones and everything.
bro.
Because when it's fried, you can eat it's edible. When it's like it gets
Ah,
stuck right here, anywhere when it's boiled. So I'd
okay.
have to spend time taking everything apart.
Yeah, this didn't have any bones in it either.
Okay,
N-
I'm gonna have something else.
No bones in it. Fuck, bro. I hate to not. People are like this dude's stupid, but no, like, fuck, I forgot, and I don't want to say the wrong fish, but it was a fish that I never had, and I had it on the librarian set, and it was so
How did you land that gig?
long.
That's kind of a big gig though.
Yeah, it was a small part. I
Okay.
don't even remember. Somebody just reached out with an email and was like, "Hey, are you available for this? Blah blah blah. Can you send in They asked me to send in like a headshot, and then they asked me to send in like wearing different clothing. So I sent in like wearing like a jacket, wearing like a shirt, wearing like different stuff. And then I heard like 2 days later, they told me I got the part, showed me the script, and I was on set for like 3 days filming it. It was a lot of fun.
Was it filmed out here?
It was filmed out here, yeah. The
Okay.
Librarians. It was a TV show that filmed in Portland. And Grimm, both shows I was on, and they both filmed out in Portland. And that's the thing. Like, I want to like travel for like acting and travel more for acting and modeling. I think that would be dope.
I was looking forward. Yeah, that's what I when I got into modeling. I was looking forward to the free traveling and free stay and all this stuff. You know, I got to do that a few times, but it's
That's
not.
dope.
I'm not up there yet. But
Yeah, exactly.
I've
Keep
done.
grinding. Keep grinding.
I've stopped like being putting my I'm kind of like working on myself, working on my name, like getting my because my once like if I can get my not if when I get my name up there
Mm-hmm.
and it holds weight, all that traveling shit gonna come with it.
That's what I'm
It's gonna be free
saying,
traveling.
bro.
So
That's
I'm
what I'm
focused on my
saying.
name right now. I was
Yeah.
focused. I was chasing the wrong thing. Now it's
Yeah.
just my name. Like, you must getting my name up there. When I walk in the room, they already know who I am.
Exactly, exactly. See,
So I'm
I
focused.
like that, bro. That's a good mindset, and that's a mindset I've stayed with, especially in this industry.
Yeah, you're gonna be a model, bro. Focus on your name, bro. Focus on your on working on your work on yourself. In any way that you can improve as an individual, as a brother, as a friend, just
And I learned
gain knowledge,
to not take criticism like personal.
personal.
That was one thing when I first like got serious with acting and modeling that like I was struggling with, And I would even like say to my girl, I'd be like, "Look at this email this director sent me." Like, and it's like, Rashad, it's not about like they're not personally attacking you. They're just saying like what they didn't like about your audition and why you didn't get the part. And I have to think like, okay, all right. So I just have to calm down on that because nobody wants to be critiqued and criticized and left and right and from head to toe and all that. So I just had to learn to not. If I don't get a part, sometimes I don't get a part, not even know why. But sometimes the director's courteous enough to let me know like why I didn't get the part.
Do you have any commercial monologue memorized in your head? Whenever like I feel like was when I was taking acting classes, when my agent told me I always had to have a monologue or commercial memorized, just like do it on the spot.
Yeah, that's funny because my acting coach told me that also. But I haven't taken an acting class in a while, so no, I don't. So no. But if I was in an acting class right now, I would. I promise you, I would. But no, I don't have any. We used to do like cereal commercials, like Sour Patch Kid commercial, like
Oh yeah, I
Kit Kat
remember.
commercials, and all that stuff. I would memorize all of those. But especially with this short film that I just filmed, all my energy was focused on memorizing those lines and all that. So nothing. You don't get a performance today. Maybe on the next
I remember
episode.
as you're speaking about cereal and shit. I remember I had to memorize this with a cereal line commercial. It's very short. I'm like, I'm gonna get this one. It goes, wake up and start your morning with Wheaties.
Yeah,
Wheaties,
that's
the
it's the same one.
breakfast of champions.
Yes,
It's like fuck it.
same one. And then I did that commercial in my acting class, and like I was on the screen and all that, and like my refrigerator was over here, and the cereal box was up top. So I grabbed the cereal box and had it in the commercial. Not the exact brand and all that.
Yeah,
And then everybody watched it was like, "Oh, that's so tight."
it is tough.
It was it was the best one in the class.
They like when you do when you use objects like
Yeah,
when you eat
yeah,
pretending when you say if you're acting as though you're eating like
exactly.
what is that called? What did they call that?
What acting is it? You eating like repetition and all that?
No, there's a specific word for that. What's the word? Miming or mime. You know, what is it? There's
They
mimes.
do the
What is that called? Is that because mime?
yeah, like you're talking about the mimes, like the
Yeah, mimes, but for acting they call it miming or some shit. Like because you're pretending
huh,
if you're hitting a hot dog,
uh
fucking a mate.
huh,
Like, but if you have a hot dog, you're pretending you're eating a hot dog. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If you're like driving, you pretend you're driving.
yeah,
If you're
yeah,
driving your plane, pretending you're flying your plane, all that stuff,
of
and
course,
modeling
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. Shoot,
It's
I'm
called
not
miming. I'm not
okay.
sure.
All right, okay. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, we had
Okay,
to do it. We had to do all that. Being able to do because it helps like bring your story to life. Just being able to
exactly.
like paint a picture, like because
Yeah.
you can't sit here and say wake up and start your morning with Wheaties, breakfast of champions. And
Uh
like,
huh.
I mean, yeah, you just. But if you say you wake up, You can grab something,
Exactly. What do
start
you
your
actually do when you
morning,
wake up? Yeah.
and it brings all that to
Yeah.
life. And then people like seeing that shit.
Okay. That's true. That's very
So
true. Very true.
if you want to become an actor, bro, man, tap in with him and plug your IG in. I'm gonna throw it in there. Well, what advice would you give to someone who's looking to break into the industry
Practice, practice, practice. It's for it's like being a hooper. Once you get those shots up, the repetition,
today? Yeah,
you know, it starts to come natural. It's all about the practice. It's like even in the
repetition.
mirror, I'll practice. Like like I like to like read like if I get a script or anything, I read it in all my different types of moods. I'll read it when I'm sad. I'll read it when I'm happy. I'll read it when I'm excited. Read it when I'm pissed off. I'll read it in the morning. Read it at nighttime. Just to get those reps in and see how it feels. Like what feels the best and what mood does it feel the best in. You feel me? So that's practice. It's important and having connections. Like it's an industry full of people. So you can't do it alone. You gotta have connections. Somebody might plug you to be on this photo shoot. Somebody might plug you to be on that photo shoot. I'm gonna plug him to be on the Portland Gear
You're gonna be teed up, man.
photo
Let's
shoot.
do it. Let's do it. Let's
You
do it.
know,
Let's do it.
definitely.
Every 3 minutes, man. Stop
Yeah,
playing with
yeah.
it.
So you gotta have your connections. You just gotta practice. Practice your poses, practice your runway walk, practice the scene that you're gonna be in the next day. It's all that. It's all about practice.
I read somewhere that reading, especially memorizing,
Mm.
doing it at night is the best time.
Hey, okay.
And the reason being is because when you go to sleep, that's when your brain is starting to like download all the information
From the
it
day and all that.
collected throughout the whole day. So at
Ah.
nighttime, before bed, like, and you don't even got to read much, just a
Uh-huh.
little bit. You don't want
Okay.
to stress. You don't want to stress and try to memorize the whole thing. Just a little, step by
Exactly.
step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's good
And
advice. Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna apply that.
it's the best time.
Certainly.
Right. So apparently, have you seen that TikTok of this little boy who learned a new word and he just said that he was like, apparently I haven't been on TV. And
Is it
so
like the little white kid?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, bro, what's
Yeah.
good?
Yeah. Apparently.
Boy
Yeah,
tweet, bro.
apparently.
Yeah, that's funny as
Yeah,
fuck.
I have seen that.
But we reached the end, bro.
Bro,
Last
thank you
question.
so much for having
Yeah.
me. Thank you. I like coming on your show. Thank you.
I
Appreciate that.
appreciate you for reaching out. When you reached out, I was like,
Definitely.
this nigga for real.
Certainly,
Like,
bro.
fuck it. Let's do
Certainly.
it. Let's run it, bro. Because
I wanted to help out the podcast, bro.
oh
Thank
God,
you
I
for having
appreciate
me.
it, bro.
Seriously.
You have any questions that you want to
A
ask the
question
next
for your
person?
next guest?
Yeah, for the next guest.
Does it have to be like deep,
Hey,
or can it just be like funny?
anything.
Okay,
Anything.
this is a stupid question, and they probably don't even watch wrestling. But who was their favorite wrestler?
Favorite wrestler. Who's your favorite wrestler? I
Like,
like it. I like it. I
like
got
who was
it.
your favorite wrestler growing up? Who's your favorite wrestler now? It can be any variation of
My favorite wrestler was John Cena.